Hey, what's up? Happy middle of the week to you. And this is going to be a Raid Shadow Legends video. We finally know what the events are going to be for this weekend. And we had events end for the Razer Fusion. We have a special spider tournament going on. So we're going to talk about everything you need to know to keep pace for Razer, get everything happening in game and in the Raid community. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, as far as some news happening in Raid, we got this earlier this morning, a couple hours ago, talking about Friday, April 21st, which is 2 days from now. It is Wednesday, so this weekend we know what the events are going to be. We're getting a 2x event for Sacred Shards, and then we are also going to be getting a 10x for Theodore the Savant. That coincides with that 10x, and then they are also going to be doing that normal thing where the duration of the 10x event is 1 day shorter than the 2x. The reason they do this is so that if you already have Theodore or something and you don't want the bonus chance to pull for Theodore, you can wait until the 10x ends and then pull for your 2x Sacreds if you just want the base level 2x Sacreds. And, you know, honestly, my stance on shard events has really changed a lot in the last few months. For years, I mean, I've been doing raid videos since the very beginning. I was like one of the first content creators. And for years, I've been saying, hey, there's really nothing wrong. Just pull your shards doing 2x events. That's your best opportunity to get the best value out of them long term. And you can never go wrong adding good champions to your account, and more legendaries, more and more sample size will end up being good in the long haul. Well, that's starting to change. Like, I don't even know if I can recommend that you all pull shards during a 2x event. It also needs to coincide with something. Some sort of bonus legendary event, some sort of fusion going on, fragments, guaranteed champion like we saw with Michinaki. There needs to be something, some sort of cherry on top instead of just pulling 2x events, because we've always got so much craziness going on. But this weekend is going to be the champion chase event for the Razer Fusion, where there will be like a rare for 2150 points or something, 2250, where you'll need to pull enough shards to get to that point, or get enough champions to get that many points for finishing the enough points to get a copy of the rare that you're going to need. And speaking of the Razer Fusion, this is going to be the Champion Chase tournament that I was talking about here on the second weekend happening this Friday. But right now, we are right here on Wednesday, the 19th. So a little bit of a lull in the middle of the week. We had the Ice Golem tournament end last night, and that means you should be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies of the rare if you're keeping pace with everything going on. And you can see right above my camera area right here that I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 copies of the rare. I was lucky enough to pull a copy when I was YOLOing shards for the Summon Rush event. So hopefully you're sitting at 7 rares, and then you still have a chance to complete the fusion, because you're going to get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 will be good enough. And that's even if you didn't get the epic from the Summon Rush, which me, myself, I elected on not doing. So if you are in a position where you were lucky enough to get one from Ancients or something, then you could possibly skip. So I'm probably personally gonna skip the Champion Chase tournament happening this weekend. So I'm not gonna pull during the whole Theodore events and all of that, even though he is a really good champion. I'm not gonna pull because I want to wait until those events like the guaranteed for Michinaki or whatever the next fragment champion is and stuff like that. I'm not gonna pull just during like a 2x if I don't absolutely have to. Now, I know typically most of you are not super hyped up about 10x events unless it's like for Duchess or a Krigia or something, like one of the top 5 champions in the game. But just the quick synopsis on Theodore, he is a very solid champion. He's a pretty good choice for a 10x because he's a little bit newer, and he is a champion a lot of people don't have yet, and he is a really fun champion to add to your account for all sorts of PvE content and stuff like that. He's not super popular for PvP, but Theodore, an amazing A1 to decrease speed super consistently, and a bunch of poisons and crazy stuff that he can do, increasing duration, placing a weaken. He's got passive to increase resistance for each poison. He's got an accuracy aura in all battles and pretty solid base stats. So Theodore is definitely a fun champion to have. I don't have him yet. I would love to add him to my account, but I'm not about to pull like a 10x is not enough to incentivize me to pull Sacred Shards. Now, if he was a guaranteed event or something, different conversation, but just a 10x during sacred shards. If I don't have to pull them for a champion chase or something going on, it's not going to quite incentivize me. For the stuff happening in game, remember I talked about how it's a little bit of a lull here in the middle of the week. So you are just going to have this Fire Night tournament starting tomorrow. But then today you do have the Spider tournament. I did a dedicated video and an article on the website if you want to see a full breakdown of this. I may spend my energy on this today and see if I can't scoop up the 5 Eternal Essence and the Shard and all that. It's going to cost about 2,000 energy or so to do so for most teams. So we'll see if I can make that happen today. We'll see how the energy landscape is shaking out. And then under the events tab, make sure you don't do any sort of ranking up or champion trading today, because we are going to be having champion training starting tomorrow. And this will be double dipping with the Razer Fusion along with a Dungeon Divers event. So yeah, right now, as of today, not a whole ton of stuff to focus on. We're just kind of waiting until things ramp up here this weekend with making sure that we nail weekend 2 for the Razer Fusion. Also, there is a fresh set of Hydra keys. The Hydra just reset today, so make sure you run in and start thinking about doing those Hydra keys whenever you get time to, if you're at a point in your account where you're ready to hit the Hydra. And then also the Doom Tower is officially under 1 week until it's going to reset. So I kind of started yesterday, slowly working on some of those secret rooms and making sure to get those done and get as much progress as I can in the Doom Tower, so I don't end up in a situation where it's the final day and I got to try to do 20 secret rooms. So yeah, just something to focus on here as we head into the weekend. And now if we go over the shop offers, is there anything worth plugging in? These are not that good. You can tell instantly by the purchase limit of 2 and 3. You're not even getting an ancient shard per dollar, so not a great one there. The multi-battle pack, these aren't bad during fusions. If you are at least like a mid-tier spender, they're not great for like low tier. They're not one of the better offers you're going to see. But during a fusion, if you're at least a mid-tier spender, especially if you're mobile only, these have a little bit more value for mobile only because the multi-battles mean a little bit more, but not an amazing pack. Mini mix, appreciation, claim that, great deal mix, not going to be a good one. And then, oh, there you go. You got the $40 speed pack. We are getting a discount on that. These are actually, or at least they used to be. They might not be as good as they used to be, but these used to be some of the best things that whales would love to spend their money on. But ever since they added like empowerments and these tanky teams, and the meta kind of changed a little bit, and the reaction gear and all of the stone skin and stuff that's kind of been added to the game, these are probably, I'd have to do a collab with one of the high spenders that really spends like thousands of dollars on the speed gear and see if that's the case. I've never bought a speed pack, but I would guess these are a little bit less incentivized than they used to be like a year or two ago. These are a little bit less incentivized. Is that a proper way to say that? I know you could say like there is a little bit less incentive to buy these. I know that's proper. Is it proper to say these are a little bit less incentivized? Probably not. Anyway, it's just me kind of shooting the crap here on video. But okay, I did pull a bunch of shards yesterday with Layla. I wanted to get after the bonus legendary event because I felt like I was at least halfway to Mercy. So I wanted to have a fun way to pull some shards. And I will get a video up about that here on the channel later this afternoon. So make sure you subscribe on your way out to catch that, because me and Layla had a lot of fun. Shout out to Layla Fox for taking the time to hang out with me on stream and pull some shards. And you'll get to see the results and the reaction to how that went for me and all of that. So good luck as we head into the middle of the week, and good luck on everything kind of happening in Raid. I appreciate all of you. Have a good rest of your day. I will see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.